Hey guys, it's Liz and Kayla here.
Hi.
And we're here today to share with you our latest project for Discount Paper Crafts on Etsy. And we decided to create a little toolbox and a little card this time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you have fun?
Yes.
It was a lot of fun.
And messy.
Very messy. Anyways, guys, okay, so I guess we will start off with the card since it's simpler to describe. And this is the card that we made. And first of all, I want to tell you, this is by far one of my most favorite design team packages, well, second to Steampunk Spells, that Cathie sent me, or sent to us. We had so much fun with this one, right? Do you love these papers?
Yes.
They're so pretty.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Kaisercraft Miss Empire collection, and it is just so gorgeous, you guys. So much fun to play with. The colors are just amazing. And what we did for the card, we wanted to make like a long card because we knew we wanted to use this girl, right? You love this girl. She's so pretty. And she's actually a sticker from the paper pad. Let me show you the pad real quick. I have it here, honey. And it is available in Cathie's shop. But here's the paper pad, okay? So it's Kaisercraft Miss Empire, and you know, you get the 6 pattern papers, you know, 2 of each, so it's 12 papers, and then you get the bonus stickers, which are really super fabulous. So that's the sticker we used here.
They're beautiful.
They really are. Oops, made a mess there. Okay, don't worry about that, honey. We'll take care of it later. Okay, so to start off with the card, we took, you know, a piece of brown cardstock. This is like a chocolate brown color. The dimensions for the card are 3 3/4 across by 8 inches tall. And I just love this size. I think it came out really neat. And basically what we did is we took 2 pieces of pattern paper and we cut it down to size to fit, you know, the front of the card. And what did you do to the papers?
I used our distress tool, Tim Holtz, and I distressed all of the edges of the papers. And
you did a wonderful job distressing them. I really like how it looks very, you know, tattered and torn. Very neat. You did an awesome job. Okay, so yeah, so she distressed all of the papers, and I let her use the distress tool because you guys know you really can't cut yourself on that thing. It's pretty safe. But she had a lot of fun distressing all the edges. And we didn't ink them or anything because we wanted a lot of white. You know how when you distress it, you get that little white.
Pretty simple.
Right. It was very simple. So, you know, we just adhered the first sheet and then used foam tape to adhere the second on top of the first. And then for the background here, this is actually a sticker from the sticker pack. And it's a really long sticker. It's like a border sticker, but we just took like a small piece and cut it. That's right. We inked it with vintage photo and adhered it directly onto the paper. And then here's another piece down here of that little sticker. And then, do you remember what we did to the papers, Kayla, before we started adding everything to them? What did we do?
We used our acrylic paint cream and we just mixed that up with a little bit of water and splattered it all over.
That's right. We just took a brush and some diluted acrylic paint and just, you know, did lots of splattering. Hopefully you guys can see that, but it was really messy and really cool, right?
It went in our hair.
I know. We got paint all over the place. But we splattered all over the papers, and then this beautiful image, of course, like I said, you know, it's from the sticker sheet. And all we did is we attached it to some cardstock and then fussy cut around her. That way the sticker wouldn't be so flimsy. And there's some foam tape behind her to give her dimension, and she's just beautiful. And then we took some little metal corners from our stash, and these are really neat. These are just an antique gold. We added one up there, and we added one down here as well. And if you see some of that white on there, it's actually not paint, it's Snow-Tex. We used Snow-Tex in one of these little pouncers, and we just pounced Snow-Tex just randomly all over the card, on the flowers, the leaves, pretty much all over. And, you know, on the little metal pieces as well. And then for this little cluster, we just took some flowers from our stash that we thought would coordinate with the card. This is a little I'm Roses gardenia, and this is an, I don't remember what these are called, but this is I'm Roses as well, and they're brown. And as you can see, you know, the brown has a lot of Snow-Tex right on top. And then this is a little Spellbinders vintage, not vintage, but foliage die. And we just used some pattern paper to cut these little leaves. So those are back there. There's some down here as well. And then we have some little metal gears. Aren't these really cute, the little metal gears? we added a little metal gear here, and then there's another one up here, and these are from our stash. And then there's this beautiful trim that Cathie sent us. Didn't you think it was pretty?
Yes.
And it's kind of a funny story. We had finished our both our projects, and we forgot about the trim, and then all of a sudden we remembered we had it, and we're like, how are we going to use it into our project? We thought about tying it into a bow, but that didn't look so good, huh?
No.
We thought about all kinds of things, but this is such a beautiful, beautiful trim. And you guys, it is a Prima trim. I'm going to show you. Here is it's called Alencon Collection Crochet Lace. It is so beautiful, and that's the item number right there if you guys are interested in getting it from Cathie's shop. It is so pretty. It looks very vintage, but see how pretty? And what we did is we try to find a way to incorporate the trim into our projects, because like I said, we were done when we discovered we hadn't used it.
Yep.
And so what we did is we cut these little flowers, these little crochet flowers, and we added them to our cluster here. And isn't that cute?
Same thing on the bottom.
I know. We'll get to that in a second, honey bunny. But here's a little crochet flower. Here's another one over here, and it just looks really cute, right? I think that was such a wonderful touch. I'm so glad we thought of it. But that's the front of our card. It's very, very cute and simple. And the inside, the same thing. We just added 2 more pieces of the beautiful Miss Empire collection. All the edges are, distressed, and there's snow text all over. It's just really, really pretty. So that's our card. This was fun, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right, now let's get to the big one.
But
what, honey?
we barely used anything from our stash. It's mostly design team stuff.
That's right. We used all the design team goodies that Cathie sent us. She sent us an amazing pack, and we just had an absolute blast creating everything. So anyways, we made a little toolbox. Isn't it cute? And you guys, we went all Kaisercraft this time around. It's a Kaisercraft toolbox, and I'm looking for the pictures I could show you. But it's, like an MDF toolbox by Kaisercraft. That's what it looked like before. And it comes unassembled. You have to put it together, but it is so easy to do. And all we did is we Mod Podged all of the pieces, adhered all the beautiful papers to it. So pretty. We did, however, paint all of these edges that we're going to show. And do you remember what color we used to paint that?
I believe we used our same cream acrylic paint.
Yeah, this is the paint that we used here. It's called Warm White by Folk Art, and it's such a beautiful color because it just coordinates well with so many different papers. So we painted all of the edges that we know weren't going to get covered with the papers. And then, so we adhered all the papers to the toolbox. I'm just going to kind of show you everything real quick so you guys can see, and then we will walk into detail. I'll walk you through. Alright, so very pretty. That's our toolbox. I'm so happy with it. And so once we adhered all the papers, then that's when we got messy. What did we do?
We used our splatters again, except this time we did a few big ones, and that got a little messy.
I know, yeah, we just
back for the big one.
I know, because we got paint everywhere, huh?
Yes.
It was fun though. We loved it. We took some the same acrylic paint and diluted it with water to a big paintbrush and just kind of went to town, just splattering all over. It came out really neat, and it gave it the look of a real worn toolbox. It's been used. So we thought that was really neat. And let's see. For okay, I'm sorry. I kind of lost my train of thought there. Okay, for the front of it, or there really is no front to it. We basically wanted to mimic the same cluster of flowers. This is from the pattern paper. We wanted to do the same thing over here. And let me see, I'm going to walk you through. First, these are little metal corners from our stash, and they were silver. What did we do to them, Kayla?
We used our gold embossing powder on it, and then we put a little bit of our snow text on it.
Yes. So see, we changed the color of them. Really easy to do with some gold embossing powder. Came out really neat. And over here for the cluster, these are some beautiful flowers from the design package that Cathie sent us, and these flowers are so pretty. This one here, it's a Prima flower, and let me show you real quick the name of it. And we used them all up. This is all that's left, is the back of the paper. But they're the Layla. There we go, by Prima, and they're so beautiful. It coordinates so well with this collection. But this is one of the flowers here, this big one, beautiful flower. This is a white one from my stash. It's just a little Iron Roses gardenia. And this orange one was given to me by someone, and I'm so sorry that I don't remember who, but it is super cute. And there's snow text all over the flowers, as you can see. Here again we have the Spellbinders foliage die cut out with some of the pattern papers. There's snow text all over. Beautiful. And here's some more of that little trim that we use. We cut out the little flowers.
Like you said.
Very cute. And there's some right there. And there's a little bit poking through over here at the bottom. And you can see this, I always forget what these are called. I want to say hinge, but you know, it's the Tim Holtz die. And it's really, really neat. We cut it out, you know, using some chipboard. And what did we do to the chipboard, Kayla, to create this beautiful effect?
Well, we used our gesso, 3 coats of gesso with some bubble wrap. It's a little technique that my mom came up with. We used our bubble wrap to make it nice and bumpy. And then after that, we painted it brown, and then we used our metallic paint. And then with just a little bit of gold paint, we dipped our finger in and brushed it on really lightly to give this cool metallic effect.
I know, isn't that cool? I think it came out so awesome. It looks like real, what's it called? Yeah, it looks like real metal, but hammered metal, you know? It came out really cool. Basically, all you do is you take like a little piece of plastic wrap. We used bubble wrap, but we pounced 3 coats of gesso on it. That's what creates, you know, all that texture on it. And then when you go over the tops of it with some gold rub and buff, it just looks amazing. And of course, there's little brads that we used on the little hinge. Very, very pretty. It was a lot of fun to do. And so that's the front. Oh, and I forgot to mention that we also like this pretty little image here. And this is a Melissa Francis resin piece that came in our design team package. And we decided that we wanted to accent that little girl, make her stand out. So we, you know, used a little frame over the image. So it kind of just stands out. It's really pretty. And we didn't do a whole lot over here, as you could see, but I think that just that little touch is really cool. And you can see a lot of the splattering that we did with the paint. It was so much fun, you guys.
And we did snow text all over to give it a nice, cool effect.
We did.
Like stucco.
See the snow text? It looks really cool, and we used that little pouncing tool just all over to create this, you know, wonderful effect. It's like a little snowy effect all over it. It looks really neat.
You said to just do a little bit on the flowers, but I just went all over it.
We went all over, and there's vintage photo as well, because we inked all the papers with vintage photo. It just came out beautiful. And over here, what we did is we started off, honey, don't do that, please. We started off with a chipboard frame. We knew we wanted to use this image of the girl, and this is from one of the pattern papers, and she's so beautiful and Victorian looking. And so what we did, this is a chipboard frame from my stash. I picked these up a while ago, you know, just die cuts on eBay. And Kayla, do you remember what we did to the chipboard frame?
We used our gesso. We used coats of gesso, a few coats. And then after that, we stamped our little script on it, make it nice and pretty.
And we used archival ink in coffee to stamp the script stamp all over, just in random areas of the frame.
Came out really pretty.
It came out really pretty. And then what else did we do?
After that, we used our embossing ink and just put a little floral stamp on there and used our white clear embossing powder.
That's right.
And then after that, we used some vintage photo ink and we just rubbed it on there to show off the little florist.
The clear embossing powder acts as a resist once you ink it up, so it really, you know, shows through all these little flourishes that we did all over the frame. It came out really neat.
And it got a little bit brown.
Yeah, and it's beautiful. And basically what we did is we wanted it to kind of go with the picture. As you can see, there's some like images in the background, and it kind of blended everything together, and it came out fabulous. Very, very nice. And so we attached this image to the back of the frame. We popped it using some foam tape. It looks wonderful. And over here we have a beautiful Kaisercraft wood bird cage. And what do we do with the bird cage?
We used our gold embossing powder on it.
We did, and it was a lot of fun. Kayla loves using embossing powder. So we just, you know, dipped it in some Versamark. You just kind of lay it on the Versamark pad and use the embossing powder over that. And I used my heat tool and heated it up, and it just looks beautiful. Like a really nice vintage bird cage. Came out fabulous. And of course there's snow text all over that. Here again we have some spellbinders, little leaves with lots of snow text on them. These were used, you know, from pattern paper.
Real pretty.
Really pretty. Here's some more beautiful Layla flowers. Look how gorgeous they are, right?
We did our same little snow text effect on them.
That's right. This particular one we inked the edges with some brown because it's a gray flower and wanted a little bit tones of brown in there. Lots of snow text as you can see. Here's a little orange flower.
Not to mention our little
the trim,
yeah.
There's some more of that trim that we cut into little pieces. Here we have some more leaves. And down here, hopefully you guys can see it, this little clock is actually just a sticker from the Kaisercraft collection. It's okay, move your finger. It's just a little sticker that we cut out, and then I used crackle accents on top of that.
Well, cool.
It looks really neat. Here's another little crochet trim piece. And then this is a sticker. We just ran it across, you know, cut parts of it, and it's gears. It came out really neat. And then this key was also from our design team package, and this is a beautiful key by Maya Road. You get 3 in a pack, and they're just so beautiful. They're already this gorgeous vintage gold, antique gold, I should say, and there's snow text all over it. It's just really, really beautiful.
That's the only thing we had to do is put snow text.
That's it, huh?
Because it wasn't just a plain silver key. We didn't have to do anything but snow text.
That's right. And up here we just took, this is a Tim Holtz Movers and Shapers die. We used some patterned paper, inked the edges with vintage photo. Again, there's more snow text. And for the body of the butterfly, we just used this cute little screw, and this is something I found in the garage. I always find little screws, nuts and bolts and things like that, and they're fun to use. There's snow text all over that, and we just thought it was a great touch because the Miss Empire collection is a little bit steampunk, you know?
Yep.
So I think the screw is a really cool touch, and that it looks great as the body of the butterfly.
It goes cool with the picture.
It does, doesn't it? And let's see, moving on, this next side is basically the same as the front, a few differences. Here we have again one of the little corner pieces from our stash, dipped in Versamark ink to get the gold embossing powder to stay on there. It's beautiful. And then over here, this cluster is a similar thing. We've got the Tim Holtz hinge in the background, looking like hammered metal. It looks amazing. And then this flower is the Layla flower by Prima. Now this one here is a Recollections flower. I ran out of big flowers, but I wanted something that looked like the Layla flowers. So I, just bought this Recollection flower from Michael's. It was white, and all I did is I took my Lindy Stamp Gang in South Shore sand. I diluted it really good with, drops of water, and then we painted it using a paintbrush. And we think the color came out really neat, right? And again, there's lots of snow text over that. You can see the little pieces of crochet trim, the spellbinders, leaves using the patterned paper. It's just beautiful.
But we don't have our little girl here.
Well, yeah, because we used a different piece of patterned paper, silly. But because we wanted to accent this background a little bit, what we did, we used another one of those beautiful Maya Road, I hope it's Maya Road, hold on a second, sorry about that. It's the Maya Road Vintage Findings keys, and there's 3 of them in the pack. Beautiful. We used all 3 keys because they're so pretty. And so what we did, we had these beautiful trinkets as part of our design team package, and these they are the cute little charms, and these are by Prima, and I believe it's the Divine collection, you guys. As you can see, you get 4 of them. This is the 2 that we used. Beautiful. And Cathie has all the latest Prima stuff in in stock in her shop, so definitely go take a look. But these worked really well with the collection.
And we used a little crown from our stash.
That's right. The crown is from our stash. It's just a little metal, crown with some snow text on top. But we just took a little piece of chain. We attached a jump ring here to one side of the key and another one to this side of the key. And then we just, took the little charms and have them dangling on here, and they're just so pretty. So it just adds like a really cool touch to, an otherwise plain side of the little toolbox. So we thought that came out really neat.
My favorite little charm is this little girl.
She is cute, very cute. And so that's our cluster, little charms. The other side is similar to the one we previously showed you, or did I show this one already? No, I showed the other one, that's right.
Yeah.
My bad. And again, we have these beautiful flowers by Prima, the Layla collection, so beautiful. The same thing, we did here with the frame. Here's a beautiful image of the little girl or lady.
Put the clock a little bit higher.
Here's the Kaisercraft bird cage and the gold embossing powder. We got some more Spellbinders leaves, beautiful little flowers from our stash. Over here is that little clock sticker with some crackle on it.
I don't think you mentioned that gear.
That gear, I forgot right now that Kayla just reminded me. With some snow text. It's beautiful. All the flowers have snow text on them. Here's some more leaves. Here we have little pieces of that crochet trim. That's just gorgeous. And here's a part of that little sticker that we used from the Miss Empire collection. And here is the Maya Road key, and it's just beautiful. And again, another beautiful butterfly with the little screw body. And I just love all this texture that the snow text created all around. It just came out really, really neat. I'm quite happy with this toolbox. Are you happy?
Yes.
It came out so fabulous. I can't thank you enough for all your help, Kayla, because you did such a wonderful job. The inside is covered with paper as well. Hopefully you guys are able to see. This is the inside sides. Right? See? Beautiful papers. I just love this collection. And we even covered the bottom with paper. It's all vintage photo, lots of snow text. It's just beautiful. We had so much fun with this design team package.
And we had to cover the whole thing.
I know, and it was so fun. And I think this is going to be a little gift for a special friend who's got an upcoming birthday, and I think she's going to love it. But most importantly, I had so much fun creating this with my little assistant, who is so fabulous. Did you have fun playing with me?
Yes.
We always have a blast. And you guys, go check out Cathie's shop. She's got all these amazing goodies and more. Beautiful, beautiful things in her shop right now that you guys need to get your hands on. We had so much fun with the Miss Empire collection, and hopefully you guys, will run over there and grab it yourselves because it's so beautiful. It really, truly is. And we still have some papers available. We don't have a single, I think we have one single sheet that didn't get cut. But we have enough to create a couple more things, I think, right?
Yes.
So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate all your content support and your wonderful comments that you leave for us. And don't forget to go over to Discount Paper Crafts on Etsy. I'm going to put the link below so you guys can go take a look at her shop. Cathie is just amazing. Always stocks all the latest goodies. And she's such a wonderful person to design for. It's such an honor designing for her team. Love it. Thank you so much, you guys, for everything. And we'll see y'all real soon. Say bye.